This video is sponsored by emf-harmony, and we're gonna see if my health and how my health is affected by being aware of EMF exposure and how these products might help me. Good morning! I am rushing out the door real quick. I have been figuring out another layer of my health. It's like peeling back all the onion layers and figuring out what's going on with me now. So a couple of visits ago to the nutrition response testing place that I go to, I had brought up to them that I've had a couple of fingers go numb. And I was like, that was really weird. Like, one of them totally freaked me out. I didn't have feeling or color in the tip of my pointer finger on my left hand for a good 20 minutes. I was freaking out, trying to figure out what was going on, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do if this doesn't come back, because I need circulation in my finger. And so it was just like running through my head, like, do I need to go to the ER? What's going on? So I told them about this, and they asked me how much exposure I have to my phone. And with making a living online and everything, they assumed our exposure was pretty high. And so I was like, well, yeah, but like, I'm exposed all the time. So she then tested my health with my phone, and then my health with her phone that had this like harmonizer kind of thing on it. So that started my whole figuring out what an EMF is, what this harmonizer thing is, and I'm excited to tell you that this video is sponsored by emf-harmony, and we're gonna see if my health and how my health is affected by being aware of EMF exposure and how these products might help me. I am at Covenant Natural Health this morning to get an HRV, a heart rate variability test, just to give us a baseline before I start using these harmonizing products that are supposed to help keep me protected or something against EMF radiation. So let's see what happens. We're gonna do 2 HRV tests this morning. And my first one, I'm gonna wear my watch, which I haven't been wearing lately. I'm also gonna put my phone in my back pocket because that's pretty much how I would walk around the house all day long. Every day is my watch on, my phone in my pocket. And so we're gonna see how this affects me, testing with them first, and then we'll take them off and test again. Test 1 is over, so phone down and watch off. Let's see how this one goes. I got to watch the little computer screen that was like reading my heart rate, and the first time when I had my watch and my phone on me, it was a lot more up and down. There's a lot more like white in that space. And then the second time without my watch and phone, it was a lot more solid blue. There wasn't as much variation. So I don't know what that means, but it was crazy to be able to actually see the difference between so much white and a lot more solid blue. All right, Melissa's in here. She's gonna go over my test results and tell me what's going on.
All right, so this is the one that you had the watch and your phone on you. Mm-hmm. So what was interesting right away, I noticed, if you look at the difference between the two, this is your heart, and over here is your heart. And these little spikes,
there's a lot of spikes in there with that.
There's a lot more. This looks awesome. I mean, this looks really good.
This is more so what we want.
That's normal. That's what we want. This, I would look at somebody and say, oh my word, your heart is going crazy. The interesting thing is that your heart rate stayed the same. So, meaning the beat per minute.
Okay.
So it's not that the beats per minute changed, it just really made this go crazy.
So what are the spikes in the
Usually those are heart palpitations, whether people feel them or not. It's just extra beats or beating harder. So we don't want that at all.
Okay.
So again, this is the same as we were looking at before.
Mm-hmm.
This with the watch and the phone is showing me that your system is unable to heal. So supplements that you're taking are ineffective at this point.
If I were to keep my watch and my
If you're
phone on the
keeping,
whole time.
yes. So this is keeping your body from being able to utilize the nutrition that you would eat, to being able to utilize the nutrition you're taking through the supplements. It affects your sleep. It affects everything. On this side, it is not. So on that side, you're not. Your body is able to heal and utilize the supplements in your nutrition very well.
Wow.
So that's a big difference there as well.
So adrenals have been one of my things that we've been working on.
Mm-hmm.
And so I used to just always every day keep my phone in my back pocket,
Okay.
which is close to where you test my adrenals.
Mm-hmm.
So is that a high?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's really close to an affected part of my body that
Right.
hasn't been healthy.
Yes. And the electromagnetic fields from those things anywhere on our body
Yeah.
is going to affect the endocrine system for sure. So something kicks in saying, I'll help you out. And then usually
And so
it's the adrenals.
does the placement of where I have my watch and my phone affect different parts of my body depending on where it
Yes.
is?
So a lot of times what I see is people that wear the watch on the left hand,
Yeah.
they usually will present with wrist pain, elbow pain, shoulder pain, sometimes even hip and ankle pain. But
Just
a lot
on
of
that side.
times they will feel, they think that they're either having heart palpitations,
Yeah.
which they probably are, especially based on this,
Yeah.
but they feel like a radiating. So it makes them feel like, am I having a heart attack?
Interesting.
Or they feel like it's anxiety. We have them take that watch off and they say it almost
much
immediately
better.
goes away.
That's crazy. So then, so my effects of like my fingers going numb on the same hand that my watch was on.
Yeah.
But those weren't showing up until I feel like I was starting to get healthier.
Okay.
So is that just kind of like the layers of the onion where
Yes.
something
You're-
else was,
yep.
my thyroid was in a lot more need at that point, and
Right.
now that's healthier, and
Right.
so now it's the next thing
That's
showing
exactly
up. that-
right. It's kind of like the body saying, okay, big deal about the watch. I got bigger fish to fry. I got more things to work on. And then once those things get worked out, then you start noticing like, oh,
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I took my watch off immediately. I was like, it's not worth it to me.
and that is all.
So-
That's a fan. I mean, most people, believe it or not, do not have that mindset.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, but I need to check my steps. And I'm like, get a pedometer. I mean,
Right. Something.
what's
yeah.
more important, having your thyroid crash and
Right.
needing to go on?
I mean, it has
medication?
been annoying not knowing what time it is.
Yeah. Well, you can wear a regular watch. That would be okay.
So those results really make me think there's something to this. To have my heart rate change so much, like the tests were maybe a minute apart from each other, and so just taking my watch and my phone off of my body, my heart was able to work a lot better. So we've got some stuff to put around our house. I'll talk about that later. I think my kids are really excited, and I'm excited to see the results of this. Technology is such a great thing, but what I'm learning is if you can live without parts of it, it's better. If you can't live without parts of it, then maybe making measures to protect yourself from it, that's better than nothing. emf-harmony sent me a lot of stuff so I can protect myself and protect everyone that is in my house. So I'm gonna show you some of the things they gave me. This is the Harmonizer Plus, and this little thing is gonna go on my phone inside of my case. And then this is our home and office kit right here. So there's a large one that I'm gonna put on our fuse box, on our main fuse box. And then I have all of these to go around the house as well. You can probably tell that I'm in one of my kids' rooms. I feel more comfortable putting one of these in each of the bedrooms. Just from seeing how much the levels are decreasing. I don't know, I just want to decrease everyone's exposure. Our house is all protected now, so now I'm gonna put the bracelet on and protect myself from my phone. I'm excited to start wearing these. Got my bracelet on, now time to put it on my phone. Clean it off with the rag that they sent. there's a little square piece of tape to stick it on. All right, and then my case should be able to be popped right back on there. You can see it a tiny bit through my clear case, but not too bad. Not enough to where it takes away and completely stands out from my case. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna keep this thing on for the next 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
3 weeks.
Without even taking it off?
With not taking it off. And then have my sticker on my phone, and then our house is all decked out. And then in 3 weeks, we'll see what how my heart's doing then. Today is finally here. I am going back in to get my heart rate analysis, testing my emf-harmony products, and just see how my health has changed. I'm really curious to know how it's been, because I was supposed to come back and be tested only 2 weeks after starting to use the products, and now it's been about 2 months. So, and there's been a lot of stress and everything with all the coronavirus stuff, so I'm very curious to see how my health has done. I'm here again with Melissa.
Hi, everybody.
We have been doing some research on my health. Melissa has been amazing at doing all the different tests and everything and explaining things to me. So I'm super excited that she is willing to be on camera with me. Absolutely. And explain what they've done with me.
So with the nutrition response testing that we do here, we did test her phone without the EMF Harmonizer, which is an awesome product. I do have quite a bit of their products and I love them, but her body in particular could not handle the electromagnetic fields coming from her phone. So we have a piece of equipment called a heart rate variability machine, and it was developed for Russian athletes, the best of the best, the fittest of the fittest, to see again, who was going to be able to have the most sustainability and function the best, and it's just a great way to test all the organs. So we wanted to do this experiment to see what is happening in Dana's body with just the phone on her, with her Apple Watch, and see what happens then. And then we apply the EMF Harmonizer to see if there's any change. So we came up with some really great things that we want to share with you so that you can see the benefit of having something on your body if you're going to carry around a phone, which all of us do. Can't get away from it anymore these days. So there are options out there for you, and we just want to make sure that you know how to protect yourself.
With all the testing that we've been doing, we actually have my results right here, and we'll be showing those to you while Melissa explains to me and you about how this was working, how my health was, and just what I was doing to myself without even knowing it.
So we have our test results here for the heart rate variability that we did on Dana. As a practitioner, I can clearly see some dramatic results with what we did. So we did a test with just her as her baseline, with no watch, no phone, no EMF protector, so just her in the clear. What we have here is she's got a very normal heart rate. The things that we're looking at where we make her do different changes in this particular test, her body was compliant, it was good. That same day, we then put her watch and her phone on her body, and we did the exact same test. So what we're doing in this test is we're making her do different things, which are stressing out the systems, the cardiovascular system, endocrine system, reproductive system, every system that's in her body. It's stressing it out, and we're just looking to see how well her body adapts to the changes and the stress that we're putting her under. So when we had that watch and her phone on her, her heart was going crazy. So she has a lot of what looks like, I would look at this person and say, are you having a lot of heart palpitations? How's your energy? Are you sleeping well? I mean, this person I would look and think, wow, they're not doing well at all, and you'll see this graph. So then fast forward, we introduce her, as she mentioned, we did the testing and we put the phone with the EMF protector, the harmonizer on her body, and she was blown away that the results were so different. So she gets her own, and we wanted to do this test. So we had her come back in and we do another graph where, same graph, but we did it without the Apple Watch or the phone, and looks even better than it did the first time we did in the clear. Heart rate is great. Again, I would look at this person and say, wow, their body really adapts well to what we're making it do. However, in this graph, she is dealing with something that we call blocking. So her autonomic nervous system, the system that's functioning at all times, telling us when to get up and go or lay down and sleep, or things calm down, things speed up, that fight or flight, her system was in a place of being what we call blocked. So anything that's trying to do good for her body, supplementation, good sleep, water, nutrition, it's just her body's like, okay, whatever, can't do it. So that's something that's like, oh, okay, we need to handle that. Then we do the same test again with the EMF harmonizer on her and her phone and her watch, and she looks perfect. So at this point, this is where I look at somebody that has this EMF harmonizer on their body, but they also have these devices that we go through life using, and her body was able to withstand all the stress, and it looks really, really good. It actually looks better than the one that she had no phone, no watch, but no EMF protector. So she was able to carry around her devices and have them on her body, and the EMF harmonizer on her body as well, and it looks fantastic. Her heart rate is really good. It's even better than it was without the EMF harmonizer. Her body adapted greatly to the stresses that we were putting her under, and it's not a great deal, but it's enough. Her system is basically saying, I can function normal, and the way that my body was designed to function, I have no problem. I can go through the day and feel great. So that is where I am super excited and proud to say that I found a company that can offer these types of devices that I just want people to know are available.
Going into this, I really didn't understand how things were going, and I knew my health, like I've been on this journey, like I want to be at my optimum, like what can I do to improve my health the most? And so when I started coming here and I was getting on good supplements for my body, I didn't realize everything else that I was doing that was affecting me. So when my fingers started going numb and started losing the color in my tip, like no color, I wish I thought to take a picture or something at the time. I was just like, this is so strange. So my body was getting healthy in some areas, but in other areas, while my body's getting healthy in one place, other things are starting to show up of like, okay, we're good here now, but now you need to focus on this. There's something else going on. And so that's what made me really excited about this, and just see how we can improve my health even more. And I think seeing the health of my heart is huge, to see that. And not only like Melissa said, like we are impacted with EMFs everywhere. It's not just what we put on our personal body. Like I actually even got to install things around my house to be able to protect me and my family at home. In just a matter of months, my charts are looking so much better. While we were doing this testing, I kept my supplements the same. I didn't change any of my supplements. I kept my exercise routine the same, which was pretty much non-existent, maybe once a month. And so to see this improvement, and after all this testing was done, I was like, I'm not feeling great when I take my thyroid medication. And so I actually got to lessen the amount of my thyroid medication, and I'm feeling better on less medication. It's been cool and crazy to just look into this deeper part of health that I wasn't even aware of before. And I'm just so thankful so much to Melissa and Marty helping me out through this with Covenant Natural Health and EMF Harmony, and being able to improve my health and hopefully be able to improve your health as well. There's just so much that goes into being healthy and being wise, and I'm excited that I can wear my watch and I can use my phone and still be healthy, but I just need a little bit of extra help to be healthy, but also be able to use these pieces of technology that can make life a little bit easier.